Rotterdam. Wat leuk om hier te zijn. That's all I have. We've just rebranded, and I'm just going to turn this around. So that's an introduction to us, but now we're actually something else. So we're now called Gift Card Recruitment. Just for you. And I think it's a really good time to share some of my 12 top tips on attracting the right candidates to take your business to the next level. So I'd like to say it's a critical time of year with people moving around, and hopefully I've got 2 decades worth of recruitment experience that might add some value to you today. So the first thing, research. And this is really important because a lot of companies, or a lot of people when they're writing a job spec, for example, or an advert, just think what is right for them in their business, and they have to be really careful that they aren't putting themselves out of the market. So looking at other people's profiles and other people's job specs is really important, and analysing them thoroughly and thinking about how you can be different. A 360-degree engagement, that's something that I encourage, which is you going to the rest of your business and other team members, a mix of team members, junior way to senior, and getting them to put their input into the job spec, because a job spec that's written by the business is really attractive to candidates. And if you can even expose that the business has written that, that's even better, because not many companies would admit that they do that. The challenge, so showcasing the challenge, that is the number one reason why people move, because they don't have any job satisfaction anymore. So if you want people out of the role that you really want them out of and into your business, you need to be clear about what your challenge is. And you've got to be clear on the influence that they can have on the profitability of your business, because that's the biggest challenge for you, and that's the biggest challenge for them. And people really like accountability, and I'm talking about writing this on a job spec or an advert where it's very clear what that accountability is and what the challenge is. And you've really got to also write out their, or draw a picture of their success, so what that person's job will look like in 6 months and in 12 months. Not necessarily what your expectations are, what their success will look like. You've heard this before, but you've really got to determine what's critical and what's desirable, and the critical things are obviously your absolute must-haves. So I would suggest thinking of, or coming up with 5 bullet points on your job spec or advert that's absolutely critical. People really want to know what you want to see from them. So if you were taking a candidate into an interview, you would expect them to demonstrate case studies that they can share with you, or they've got testimonials they can share. But these are real factual things about a candidate that you would want to see in their interview. So make it clear that's what you want from them. The culture thing is really important. Does anybody have a Facebook page for their business? Okay, so a few of you. So guiding candidates to a Facebook page where you are showing off social activity, where you can really get them to feel what it's like to be in that part of that business, and really describe it in detail about who they'll be working with. It shows how the company works as an employer, because that's really critical for people. Customer feedback levels, the diversity split, people like to know, the benefits, like I say, the social media page, and even sending them to the CEO or the MD or a real key leader's LinkedIn profile where that person's really showing off the brand. Using comparisons, so you've got to think about who your competitors are. Where do you sit amongst your competitors? Right, again, this is part of the job spec in bullet points, an advert or in an advert. Where are you in innovation? What's the vision from the leaders of the business? And how does all of that fit into that role? Flexibility. Well, we all know we all want work-life balance, and it is possible, but it's more important than we think, and people make really serious decisions based on that. And it could actually be a deal breaker. And the salary and the bonus is the second most important reason why people leave. You need to describe the career progression in the same sentence as the salary. You need to pay marginally better. You really want to avoid that counter offer, and flexibility and a salary will actually be part of that decision-making process when it really becomes critical for the candidate. And length of a job spec or an advert. How long would a good CV look like to you? I would say no more than 2 pages. And that first sort of 3/4 of that page is the part of the CV that you want to see what that candidate can do. And I would say exactly the same thing for a job spec. Make that first 3/4 of the page really outstanding. So they're my 12 tips. Whew. I wish I could have said it all in Dutch. Sorry.
Seriously, I just want to say thank you, especially to the IMA, to Jonathan, to Wendy, for the support you've given us so far. Also to Brian Dunn. I don't know if you've all must have met Brian Dunn, what a brilliant man he is. And also to Tish. They've all given us support along the way for the last 6 months and let us hear. Who knew a little conversation we had in September would make us the official sponsor for the next 12 months, Wendy. But here we are. Now, the fact that pretty much none of you raised your hands when we asked if you knew of a gift card company kind of justifies my main focus this year of marketing and promoting the brand in business development. But also that is finding the pains within the industry in regards to recruitment and finding the solution to help help the entire industry. So I'd like you all at some point today to come and take one of our business cards and talk to me about the actual pains you've had when trying to recruit within the industry, and let's all work together and try and find a solution to make it all work for all of us. Okay? Thank you.